If I told you that, simply pressing gently on your ankle for just 10 seconds before going to bed could be enough to beat insomnia without taking a single pill, would you believe it? It may sound strange, but this is actually a real technique that has been surprising many older adults with its unexpectedly powerful results. While so many people are still tossing and turning night after night, turning to sleeping pills as their last resort, there is a much simpler and gentler solution that turns out to be way more effective, and yet hardly anyone talks about it. This video is going to reveal a little-known secret why such a small area of the body, the ankle, can have such a big impact on the nervous system, help regulate your heart rate, and guide your brain into a deeply relaxed state, allowing you to fall asleep naturally. And that is not all. You are also going to discover 3 other special points on your feet that can help reduce anxiety, stop your mind from racing, and keep your sleep from being interrupted in the middle of the night. Before we get started, take a moment to leave a comment down below as a positive affirmation for your health and inner peace. Something like, "I deserve deep and restful sleep," or any other heartfelt wish you want to send out. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on valuable tips like this one. Let's spread good energy together and help more older adults who are searching for a peaceful night's sleep. You might be wondering, why do we even need tricks like massaging or stimulating certain points on the body? Isn't sleep supposed to be a natural function? You are absolutely right. Sleep is an instinct, a biological mechanism that has been hardwired into the human body since the beginning of time. But here is the truth facing millions of people. The older we get, the more fragile our sleep becomes. According to the United States National Sleep Foundation, more than 50% of people over the age of 60 are dealing with trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to drift off again. What is concerning is that many of them have silently accepted this as something normal that comes with aging. But that is not the truth. Poor sleep is not an inevitable part of getting older. It is actually a sign that the body is no longer functioning as smoothly as it used to. And it just needs a little help, a gentle reminder to return to a restful state. Do you remember the last time you slept straight through the night? No tossing, no turning, no waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to stare at the ceiling until sunrise. So many people have forgotten what that even feels like. And the reason is not just age. It is the result of subtle changes happening inside the body. Blood flow to the brain slows down, making it harder for the nervous system to maintain deep sleep. The body's internal clock becomes unbalanced, causing drowsiness during the day and restlessness at night. Mental stress builds up over the years, worrying about children's health, the future, making it impossible for the mind to fully relax when lying in bed. And the lack of light physical activity at the end of the day means the body does not produce enough natural signals to shift into rest mode. All of these factors leave the nervous system, which once knew when to fall asleep, now needing a clear signal. A knock on the door, a soft cue that gently reawakens the natural relaxation response. And the surprising thing is that signal is located just below your ankle. The ankle area, though small, holds a network of nerves that are directly connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for helping the body relax, slow the heart rate, and release stress. When you gently massage this spot, you are sending a powerful message to your brain. It is time to relax. Everything is safe now. It is just like patting a scared child gently on the back, not to cure anything, but to calm their instincts. From that one gentle touch, the brain receives the signal and begins activating a series of automatic responses. Heart rate slows, blood pressure drops slightly, brain activity quiets down, and the body starts to shift into deep relaxation, laying the foundation for a full night's sleep. Many people who have tried this for just a few nights describe a very specific sensation, like a hidden sleep switch inside their body was flipped on. They no longer wait anxiously for sleep to arrive. Instead, they feel their body naturally soften, settle down, and drift into slumber with ease. Neuroscience has confirmed this when we apply gentle physical pressure to areas rich in parasympathetic nerve endings, like the ankle. The brain releases calming natural chemicals. These are the same ones released during deep breathing meditation or soaking your feet in warm water. But the special thing here is you do not need to learn any complex techniques. You do not need any equipment at all, just your own hands. In fact, this is a new way of communicating with your body, not through medication, not through willpower, but through presence and intentional touch. The ankle becomes a kind of gateway that can reawaken your body's ability to fall into deep restorative sleep, something it once did effortlessly for decades, but has now simply forgotten. Now you know that your ankle is more than just a joint. It is a small doorway that can lead your entire body back into a state of deep rest. So how exactly do you open that doorway the right way? The good news is you do not need to be an expert. Just a few simple, gentle steps are enough to activate your body's internal relaxation system. First, create a calming space for yourself, somewhere that feels safe and uninterrupted. It does not need to be fancy. It just needs to feel like a place where you can let go. A tidy bed, a soft pillow to support your back or neck, some warm amber lighting, like the glow of a sunset, and a light blanket draped gently over your thighs or stomach. If you prefer to sit, lean back against a wall so your head does not have to carry tension. If you want to lie on your side, let your shoulders relax and gently bend your knees. Now, once everything around you has quieted down, slowly bring your hands to the inside of your ankle. Near your heel, you will find a small, soft hollow between the bone and tendon. Place your thumbs right there. Do not press yet. Just let them rest lightly, like you are listening to your skin breathe. Let your other fingers wrap gently around the outside of your ankle, forming a kind of hand cocoon that cradles the joint. Imagine holding a delicate egg, fragile yet full of life energy. The way you touch your body should feel like asking for permission, full of care and respect. Begin to move, slowly, gently. Use your thumbs to make very small circular motions, really small, as if you were stirring a warm cup of tea with a wooden spoon in the middle of the night, trying not to wake anyone. Let your hands move with your breath. Inhale, circle, exhale, feel. You might notice the skin warming up, a soft heat spreading around your ankle. That is blood-returning nerves waking up after a long, tiring day. Keep going for about 10 seconds, or longer if it feels good. There is no limit. This is not an exercise, it is a ritual, and rituals require listening. It is no coincidence that many traditional healing practices treat areas like the ankle as transformation gateways, where just one well-timed touch can shift the entire flow of sensation throughout the body. To boost the effect of this massage, you can pair it with a few simple habits that make a powerful impact on the relaxation system. First, your breathing. Breathe slowly and evenly. Imagine each breath like a breeze that carries away the fatigue of the day. Each time you inhale, bring your awareness to the soles of your feet, where you are making contact. Each time you exhale, picture your body letting go of some invisible burden. Close your eyes if you can, to temporarily disconnect from the outside world and return to your own stillness. The light in your room also matters more than you think. Our bodies react deeply to light, even if we are not aware of it. If the light is too bright, too white, or has a bluish hue, like from phone screens, television screens, or light-emitting diode lights, the brain will think it is still time to stay awake. This unintentionally delays the body's ability to transition into sleep. Instead, soften the lighting. Use a warm yellow or gentle orange light like the sky when the sun is setting. This kind of light has been used in many ancient relaxation practices as a natural way to ease the nervous system into calm. It does not need to say anything. Its presence alone can bring peace to your mind. One small but incredibly important thing: turn off all electronic devices at least 15 minutes before you begin to unwind. When you are still taking in information, even if it is good news, your brain stays in a processing mode, analyzing and reacting. This tricks your body into thinking there is still something it needs to worry about, watch for, or respond to. And that makes it much harder to relax. Let the time before bed belong only to you. No scrolling, no texting, no staring at screens. Just you, with your real present feelings in a space no one else can intrude on. If you do not feel completely relaxed the first time you try this, do not be discouraged. Every body has its own rhythm. Some people respond right away, others need a few tries. The goal is not speed, it is presence. Repeat the movement slowly and mindfully, like a musician tuning their instrument not to perform immediately, but to prepare for a gentle, soothing melody. Your body will gradually relearn that rhythm if you give it the time and patience it deserves. In many ancient healing traditions, the ankle is believed to be a place where vital energy, or life itself, gathers and spreads. When you touch these areas with your own hands gently and intentionally, you are not just improving circulation, you are bringing your body and mind back into harmony together. It is not magic. It is your body remembering how to heal itself. And the miracle is, many people have felt a difference even on the very first night. It may not be a perfect dreamlike sleep right away, but it is the quieting of the mind, the absence of those 2 o'clock in the morning wake-ups filled with restless thoughts, the peace that starts to spread as your head touches the pillow. No one else did that for them. It was their own doing through a gesture that may seem simple, but is full of kindness, patience, and self-love. Once you have become familiar with the starting point at the ankle, it is time to expand this journey with 3 other touch points that are equally surprising and incredibly effective. One of the first remarkable points is located just behind the shin bone, and it is time we take a closer look. Our bodies, especially the feet, hold many hidden zones that are surprisingly interconnected. These touch points require only a gentle press, and some practitioners jokingly refer to this one as the cardiovascular regulator button. To find this spot, simply measure about 4 finger widths up from the inner ankle, then gently press into the soft hollow just behind the shin bone. You may feel a slight tingling sensation or a subtle pinch, like hitting just the right string on an instrument among a jumble of sounds. But if you hold this spot and gently rotate your thumb for 1 to 2 minutes, you will start to feel your heart rate settle. It is not about suddenly slowing down. It becomes steady, like the soft beat of a drum in a lullaby. This point is believed to be closely linked with the circulatory system and can be especially helpful for people who often feel nervous, have a racing heart, or feel agitated before falling asleep. Start with your left leg, then move to your right, as a way of balancing the energy flow in the body from stillness to movement and back to stillness. Next is a point I often refer to as the window to the mind, because with just a small touch, it can help calm those never-ending thoughts. This spot lies between the big toe and the second toe, the small gap where, when touched, you might feel a faint spark or tingling sensation spreading across the foot. That is how you know you have found it. Using 2 fingers, gently press and hold this spot for about 60 seconds. You can even do it on both feet at the same time. What happens next can feel almost magical. Your mind begins to turn down the volume. All the random thoughts and nameless worries seem to lose their grip on your attention. You do not have to chase them away. They simply dissolve like morning mist fading under sunlight. This point is particularly helpful for anyone who lies awake at night because their mind refuses to quiet down and keeps talking to itself. And finally, there is one spot that I believe anyone who often wakes up in the middle of the night should try: the area just above the heel, where you will find a small dip right in front of the Achilles tendon. I like to call this one the emotional release valve, because gently stimulating this point not only helps your body relax, but also seems to unlock the tension and bottled up emotions from the day. Some people say they feel their body sink into the bed, not in a heavy way, but like being wrapped in an invisible blanket of calm. Press gently but firmly into this spot for 60 to 120 seconds, and you will likely feel a clear shift from alertness to surrender, from awareness to a dreamy state. This technique is especially effective for those who tend to wake up in the middle of the night and have trouble falling back asleep. Each of these points, whether you use just one or rotate among them each night, share something in common. They give your body a chance to remember its natural ability to heal and relax from within. In ancient medicine, every pressure point was seen as a gateway for the flow of energy, blood, and emotion. When you place your hand there with empathy and attention, you are not just opening up blood vessels, you are also clearing emotional blockages caused by worry rush or simply forgetting how to care for yourself. However, for these touch points to truly work, their magic timing and a few seemingly small factors can make a big difference in how deeply you sleep. To get the most relaxation benefit, the first thing to remember is, do not do these massage techniques right after a full meal. When you have just finished eating, your body naturally switches into digest mode, and a large amount of blood is sent to your stomach and intestines to handle digestion. If you try to activate the relaxation response during that time, your body will be distracted trying to do two different things at once. The result: you may feel bloated, tired, or sluggish, and your natural ability to relax will not fully kick in. The best practice is to wait at least 30 to 45 minutes after dinner, once digestion has settled and your body is no longer in a busy state. That is when relaxation techniques begin to work more clearly and effectively. This is especially important for older adults, as stimulating the relaxation system too soon after a meal can cause imbalances in circulation, affect blood pressure, or lead to a floating, uncomfortable sensation. Also, you should not practice these techniques if you are feeling chilly, lightly shivering, or have just experienced a moment of anxiety or elevated blood pressure. In those states, your sympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for the fight or flight response, is in high gear. The body becomes like a tightly stretched spring. If you try to relax the body at that moment, not only will it not respond, but it might even react with more tension, restlessness, or prolonged high blood pressure. If your body does not feel settled yet, such as cold hands, rapid heartbeat, or shivering, take a few moments to calm down first. Sip some warm water, wrap a light blanket around yourself, or simply sit still. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Once you feel warmth returning to your hands and feet, and your breath becomes deeper and steadier, that is when your body is ready to receive relaxation. When your body is in the right rhythm, you can enhance the experience with a few simple but thoughtful additions. These are not mandatory. Think of them as adding a little spice or sweetness to a peaceful evening, making the experience richer and more comforting. Sound is one of the best companions for sleep. Music with slower brainwave frequencies, often called alpha music or delta wave music, has been scientifically proven to help synchronize brain activity and guide it into a deeply relaxed state. If these terms sound unfamiliar, do not worry. Just choose natural sounds: rain, falling ocean waves, wind blowing through trees. These do not need melodies or lyrics, just steady, gentle rhythms that help your mind slowly let go. Set the volume low, like a distant echo, just enough to fill the silence without taking over your thoughts. Scent is another gentle way to whisper to your nervous system. Among the essential oils known for supporting better sleep, lavender is one of the safest and most effective choices. Its aroma has been shown to slow the heart rate, ease anxiety, and promote deeper sleep. You can place a few drops of lavender essential oil on a tissue near your pillow, or use a diffuser about 15 minutes before bedtime. No need to overdo it. Just a faint scent is enough to send a quiet signal to your brain that says, everything is ready for a peaceful night of rest. There is no one-size-fits-all formula. Each of us is a unique current flowing in our own way. But when you start to see your body as a companion, not just an old machine, that is when the real magic begins to happen. Slowly, gently, and in a lasting way. So do not let this video just be something you watched for fun. Try it out tonight. Turn what you just learned into a small part of your nightly ritual, like brewing a cup of tea, lighting a warm amber lamp, or simply placing your hand on your ankle for a few deep breaths. And if you find yourself sleeping better tonight, let that joy go beyond just you. Let it reach the people you care about. If you found this content helpful, please share this video with your parents, grandparents, or anyone close to you who is struggling to sleep at night. One small action could completely transform their quality of life in ways they never expected. Before we wrap up, leave a comment as a commitment to yourself. Something like, I am learning to love my body more each day, or I give myself permission to rest deeply and peacefully. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on more inspiring and practical insights like this. Together, we are building a community of people who live more slowly, sleep more deeply, and love themselves fully. Wishing you a truly restful night, not thanks to any pill, but through the power of your own hands and the gentleness you offer yourself.